Hello everyone, it is Shay in Silver Lake. It is May the 4th. It's 56 degrees. It's 6 o'clock in the evening and it's a 16-mile-an-hour wind, and I've waited all day for the wind to die down enough to try to be able to do a vlog. We filled that yesterday and the birds have just been going insane on it. There's a few corn pieces. Apparently they don't like the corn. But I did notice that we did have bigger birds than what I usually see. They throwing the corn clear out here. Look, there's like corn all over the ground. But I'm not seeing any. I just see that one sunflower. That's popping up. I just see weeds everywhere. Oh, no. I see a sunflower right there. So the sunflowers are slowly popping. Oh, well, there's a bunch of them right there. Right along here. And then I see that cluster. So they're popping. Whoa, look at all the ones over here. Oh, and all the ones back there. So that's good. They're crack-a-lacking. They're going. Serenity and I went to Christmas Valley. Took her, she got a couple little bracelets and rings and a hair clip. She's easily entertained. So that's good. Everything is starting to... I'm not seeing I guess there is a little bit of Action Jackson going on over here. Ooh, is it cold. And the wind is just so... look. Those are just taken. The tulips are over with. Daffodils are still kicking. That's good. This is mint. That's doing good. Strawberries are holding on. Except for there is a big weed in there I need to get out. These are getting super tall. That's good. And this one's doing well. I mean, the wind has just been crazy today. This is garlic. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm going to let it seed out again this year. And that will be 3 years of seeds. So I usually like to go 4 or 5 years of seeds and then take those seeds and reseed so that I have constant garlic going. I mean, this cluster just isn't big enough for me. I want it to fill this whole area, so that it's kind of like the green onions. I want it to fill, and then have a mother that gives me seeds every year. So there's that. Look at these blossoms on here. That is exciting. And this is a kind of a slow grower, but it's a plum tree for you. I'm going to get me another plum tree, and it's probably going to be a slow grower too. But look at these blossoms this year. I'm just not seeing any bees yet, but it is so windy. I can't imagine bees trying to... I tried to get more... Oh, there's a sunflower right there. Oh, there's some popping right there. That's good. Oh, there's one. I'm trying to keep those Wow, look at all these popping. All right, so I'm good to go. Yeah, I see them everywhere. They're popping through. Try to keep those bird feeders full you know, and then hopefully, okay, so now that that's full, or that these are popping, and I don't know why, I want to buy like a really giant bag of bird seed. So I'm either going to have to order it online, or I'm going to try to look in Lapine. I have to go get an alignment after I changed all these tires. So I'm going to go get an alignment, and I'm going to try to look at True Value to see if they have like a big, I know that they have birdseed there, and I'm pretty sure they have the bigger bags. So I want to go there. Oh yeah, look at all them. Right on. That's doing amazing. And now I'm seeing them pop up here. I'm just not seeing, oh yeah, they are popping down here. All right, that's good. So I have one container of sunflower seeds. Hey, that's Jay. That's Jay from Late for the Prepper Party with Jay and L. I love my neighbors. They're always so nice. Everybody waves. Everybody's good. Like, everybody's so caring. This is such a great town for, like, a very caring town. Like, there's not very many people here. There's about 50 people who live in town, and about 250 that live in the surrounding area. But everybody is so kind. What's those things leaning up against the trailer over there? That looks like a bed frame. Oh, and then Robbie came over, and he had some other metal pieces. And we try to recycle out here. Like, we're not trying to fill up our dump with a bunch of stuff. Oh man, I really want to get the rest of this weeded. I'm going to cut the styrofoam, or not the styrofoam, it's pool noodles off of this. Boom, boom, boom. And then he brought me some metal. This is all the rest of that bunk bed thing. So I was thinking with this, because it's got the round out, I was thinking that I could take and clean out this bed, pull out the sides of the rocks, because I can use those elsewhere, and put one of the bed posts right here with the round out, like cut out like a moon, and then the other one on this side, and then I can run boards across the top, and I can hang some hanging plants on that, or something to that effect. I don't know. I've got to mess around with them a little bit. But I like that idea, that I can reutilize them like that. Everything, the only thing that I've bought is the arches. I love my arches. And I am going to buy one more arch. Ooh, look at the moon. Can you see it? Yeah, you can. Oh, it's so cool. Like these metal pieces, these fencing pieces, I got at Habitat for Humanity for pretty cheap. I got the boat dock thing for pretty cheap. This was my mom's. The rounds of wood were just extra rounds that my son had. This piece, I brought here with me, that my son gave me. I have bought in the yard lights. I did get this at a thrift store for a couple bucks. Same thing with this love piece that I love so much. I'm going to spray paint it and spruce it up this summer. That thing, the Eiffel Tower, used to be pink. And I spray painted it black. That's an old typewriter that was my mom's grandmother. So my great grandmother, my great grandma Hazel, that was hers. This table I got given to me from the it's a thrift store that's in Lapine, but it's called, I don't remember it. It's a Catholic thrift store. I can't remember what they call it, but it has a specific name anyway. They gave that to me because somebody had dropped it off, and it was just, they couldn't have it inside there. They didn't have enough room for it. So while I was there, Saint something thrift store. I can't remember the name. St. Vincent thrift store. Yeah. So they just gave that to me. All these pieces of wood are just random scraps. Sometimes I got this one from the beach. And some of these pieces are from the beach that I pick up. This is an old lamp that was my aunt's. This was a piece that was my aunt's. This came from a table that broke that was my mom's. Like, there's the top of the table. The legs are over there. I have no idea what these metal pieces are. I don't know what they go to or what they were. My son just had them and gave them to me. I hope nothing keeps eating my lavender. Like, unless I get it from the dollar store, I don't buy it. Like, these wooden wheels are from my grandson's dad, Jesse. He gave me these. They were already painted purple when he gave them to me, and that one was just plain. Actually, I think the plain one came from my aunt. And I know that the two purple ones came from Jesse. Like, this is an old chair that my daughter had. This came from this was actually the bottom part to where the water wheel sits inside there, but this was like, the bottom was pretty much rotting out. So I just used it for that way, because I don't care if the strawberries, grow roots down at the bottom. And that came from somebody that was redoing their yard. There's a dollar bill in here. This is from Robert. It's Robert's. He left it here. I'll tuck it back in here because he's going to be looking for it, and that's where he originally put it. So one of these times when he remembers, he'll remember it's there. Like these glass things were a dollar store item. My son made this. This was my aunt's. This was my aunt's. Like, I don't really buy anything. I haven't really, the most expensive thing that I've bought out here is the arches. And I do plan to buy one more. I just haven't seen, I've seen one that I really liked. Oh no, here comes Landon. But I haven't bought it yet. So, like, it's not the right, I'll know when it's the right time. I do like my arches. And I will purchase one more because I do like them. So, oh, that table was at a house that I was renting. Then when I went to move out, the landlord was like, "You have to take the table with you." And I was like, "What? This table was here when I moved in." And he was like, "I don't care. You're taking it with you." And I was like, "Oh, that sucks." Alrighty, so I guess that's a little bit more about my yard. The glass balls and stuff my mom and my dad found in the 60s and 70s. I've said that before many times. The big ones are back there. There's two. There used to be, I don't know, 20 or 30 of them. But different family members got a hold of them because they used to leave them at my grandparents' house. And then when my grandparents passed, it was like everybody just started getting them. I only got these was because my aunt, she'd gotten her hands on a couple, on all these and the smaller ones. And then she had gifted them to me. And then there's one tiny one back in here somewhere that my son, there it is. That little one, my son recently found that about 3 years ago on the beach. So that was crazy. And there's oblong ones. There's a glass one. There's one. There's 2 more. There's an oblong one. That's a brown one back there. That's a different, you know. I see him like at thrift stores sometimes and stuff like that, but my parents found these. These are all found by my family. So that just what makes. I personally have never found one, and I have spent hours and hours and hours walking the beach. Never found one. I couldn't believe my son found one. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I spend thousands of hours down on the beach picking up garbage. I take 2 buckets, one for garbage and one for beach glass. I put glass in one bucket and everything else in the other bucket. I'm like, dude, and I have never found a glass ball. Like, I guess that's not for me. But that's okay, because I find a lot of cool beach glass, and I do make some pretty cool stuff with beach glass, and I'm not going to show that because there's a video a long time ago I did on it. Look at that. Hardly any snow left. Like, you'll have to zoom in, which you can do. You can pause and then zoom in, and then you can see. All right, 16 minutes. I got to go. Look, we have some people over at the Airbnb. They did have an RV, but I don't know what happened to the RV, unless these are totally different people. They could be different people. I don't know. Anyway, so peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. Have a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, second, month, year. You know the schmeal. Don't forget to rewind and be kind. And thank you for spending time with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I always appreciate you and sharing with you guys. I cannot believe they've eaten that whole bag. That bag didn't even last 3 days. I want to get a couple more of these ones because they like these ones. They don't like the wooden one. I think I'm going to take the wooden one and maybe hang it out there more. They don't like that birdhouse over there either. I used to have birdhouses in every other one of these trees. And either, like, once the birdhouse started falling apart, I went ahead and took it down because they never moved into them anyway. That's the only one that still hasn't fallen apart yet. But I'm thinking about hanging a bird feeder on maybe the tree next to it. And then maybe they'll, like, check it out. I don't know. All right. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.